Good morning. You are listening to UpReach. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who suppress the truth in unrighteousness, because what may be known of God is manifest in them, for God has shown it to them. For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse, because although they knew God, they did not glorify him as God, nor were thankful, but became futile in their thoughts, and their foolish hearts were darkened. Romans chapter 1, verses 18 through 21. Have you ever heard someone say, "I don't see any evidence of God"? How can a person believe in someone you cannot see or see any evidence he even exists? The Bible tells us that God is revealed in his creation every day. Look at the human body and consider the likelihood of the ways in which thousands of body parts must work together. Someone created it to work this well. If it were a manufactured product, it would be in the repair shop all the time because of all the moving parts required to make it work. Consider the wonderful order and balance of nature, how the seas know their boundaries, the beauty of the mountains, and the balance of rain and oxygen needed to balance the ecosystems. Consider God's signature, the rainbow. The 12th century Scottish Christian mystic Richard of St. Victor said, "The whole of this sensible world is like a book written by the finger of God." Look at nature and wonder at the creative design of the hundreds of thousands of species of animals like the tiger, the elephant, the great whales, and the millions of species of birds, just to name a few. Consider the planet we live on. The Earth is a rough sphere about 8,000 miles in diameter, which means that it's about 4,000 miles straight down to the center. We're accustomed to thinking of it as a ball of rock, but that's just not so. The great majority of the Earth is liquid, molten rock called magma swirling incredibly slowly beneath our feet. The solid part of the Earth that we live on and in whose hollows the sea sits is called the crust, and on average it's only a few miles thick, maybe 10 miles. That's like a layer a third of a millimeter thick coating a football. We live on that incredibly fragile, thin layer of plates floating on the subterranean sea of magma. Yes, God has revealed himself in his creation, so why not look for evidence of his presence and power at work in your life today? This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day. As we experience this holiday season, it is my prayer that you and your family will be safe as you travel, that God will bless you with some wonderful times of fellowship with family and friends, and that God will use you in a personal way to bless the life of another. Then, as this holiday season concludes and life gets back into a familiar routine, please remember that every day is about Jesus. If we at the Church Street Church of Christ can help lead you to know more about him, not just about his miraculous birth, but also about his life, his teachings, his ministry with people, his cruel death, his burial, his amazing resurrection, and his promise to one day come again to reward those who are faithful to him each day, please call on any of us at the Church Street Church of Christ at 359-3597. You may also check out our website for more information and contact details at www.churchst.org. We are willing to help you in your walk with God at any time, day or night, for there is no other relationship as vital as this one, because this is the only relationship you will ever have that has eternal consequences. Remember, God loves you, and so do we.